Well, welcome to the tranquil side of Florida. This is Real Estate Matters, the voice of real estate in Flagler County and Palm Coast for nearly 12 years. I'm Toby Tobin. I'm the publisher of GoToby.com. I'm also a Florida licensed realtor with Grand Living Realty, and I'm joined today with co-host Anna Maria Long from the Flagler Home Builders Association, which is one of our sponsors. Hello, Anna Maria.
Hi, Toby. How are you?
Good. We had a good time last night.
I'm glad you did. We had our Parade of Homes Awards banquet.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I want to just recognize our advertisers first, and then we'll get right into that because it was a good event, good vibes. So our lead sponsor is Veranda Bay. Veranda Bay is a private developing community of 1 mile of frontage along the Intercoastal Waterway in Flagler Beach. And they have lots and luxury homes. The homes are by Arthur Ruttenberg, AR Homes by Arthur Ruttenberg, Olson Homes, ICI Homes, Holbert Homes. And also Toll Brothers and Dreamfinders are now building in Veranda Bay. And you can check it all out on the internet at verandabay.com. And of course, the Home Builders Association is a sponsor, as is my favorite church, the Hammock Community Church, the cute little church in the woods in the hammock on A1A, just about 1.5 miles north of the toll bridge. You can find me there. They have a 9 o'clock service, but you can find me at the 11 o'clock service. So last night, I was at the Parade of Homes banquet where they awarded and recognized the builders' entries, and Anna Maria, of course, runs that show. So why don't you tell us what you learned last night? What did you hear? What was the buzz?
Well, everyone's really excited to welcome our people into their model homes this next week. So the parade runs April 11th through 19th. You can check out where to go at flaglerparadeofhomes.com or on the Flagler Parade of Homes mobile app. The builder confidence, I think, is higher than expected. Depending on who you ask, though, the confidence is higher on the upper end of the market. The middle range is in between. It kind of depends on who you're talking to and who they're connecting with. And then the starter side of the market, I think they're seeing a steady flow still because starter homes are necessary.
That's pretty much dominated by the production builders.
It is, yes.
And you could tell talking to the custom builders that are trying to be in that market, they're feeling the pressure.
Yes.
From the custom builders. Just they have efficiencies and buying power.
Yes, they can buy products at a lower price and they can get their subcontractors at a lower rate because they're doing bulk business. So yeah, they're able to do everything at a lower cost.
Yeah, well, D.R. Horton's building out the rest of the community that I'm in, American Village. And it's a 55 plus community, single family homes. And they'll put up 2 or 3 houses side by side at the same time. And it's like watching an ant farm.
Yes. And then there's so much cost savings in doing that and doing them together, rather than even just if they had 3 houses going up on scattered lots that were even a quarter mile from each other, just packing up off of a job site and getting to the next one and unpacking for a subcontractor. It takes a lot of time, and time is money and energy, obviously.
Well, I took a couple videos of D.R. Horton putting up roof trusses on these homes, and I timed it, and they were putting up another truss every 90 seconds, minute and a half between trusses. And of course, that's not fastening them in place.
No,
that's
just getting them up
placing
off the
them,
ground.
getting them stabilized, getting them attached, but not completely. They have to go back and put their brackets in and meet code and everything. But keeping the cost down on how long you have to have the crane there is an important factor.
Yeah. So if they can do 3 houses while the crane's there, saved money.
So who was the big winner last night?
The big winner two of them because we award our top score under 500,000 and over 500,000. And I want to preface that we go on base price of the home itself. So we don't include land and we don't include upgrades. So if there's like a swimming pool or anything like that, that's not included. So our top score under 500,000 is the Can Be by Skyway. And our top score over 500,000 is the Antigua by Coastlantic. So you guys can go see those homes.
And then you've got a show.
And we have
So
we have our showcase home, which is the Bay Breeze by Hulbert Homes,
which is in
in Veranda Bay, the sponsor of our show.
There are a couple other.
Also in Veranda Bay,
well.
yeah, we have ICI has a home in there, as well as Olson Custom Homes, and then Toll Brothers and sorry, I'm switching between my notes. Toll Brothers and Dream Finders are also in there. ICI Hulbert. There's one more. No, they don't have a physical in there. They have a virtual, but I am still missing someone. No, I'm not. ICI Hulbert.
Ruttenberg. Yeah, I have.
And Olson. No, it's ICI Hulbert and Olson. Ruttenberg does build in there, but they don't have an entry in the parade.
So you have over 30 entries, right?
We have 33 physical entries. We have 2 showrooms. So which is a really cool category. So we have Kirkpatrick Floors. They're located on Route 1. Flooring company. So if you're a buyer or homeowner looking to maybe upgrade your floors, go check them out. And then Builders First Source has a showroom that is located in City Marketplace. And you don't have to be a builder to go in and shop with them, which
well,
I don't think most people know.
One of the things that has struck me over the years is the motivation of people that go through the parade of homes. And it's kind of like the people that go to open houses. They really don't. They're not necessarily even looking for a house. They're looking for decorating ideas.
Yeah, but we're totally fine with that because those people they know someone who's looking for a house, or they will, or they will need a house at some point. So we just consider those future home buyers, just because they're not buying today.
It's interesting. Again, you mentioned depends on who you ask. I talked to a couple builders who. They're smaller custom builders and say, well, I've only got 1 or 2 builds now. And I talked to another, said my phone's ringing off the hook.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing is both of our top score winners are small custom builders. Skyway, they are normally, I should say typically, build higher end homes, like closer to that $1 million mark. The one that they entered into the parade was a lower end, being under 500 for them. And Coastlantic, they usually have got 1 or 2 houses going at a time as well. So seeing them win those top scorers was, really special, I think. And
this is the independent judging.
Yes, this is the independent judging. It's done by people who have no business in Flagler County. They come from across the state. Many of them are Home Builders Association members from other locals. We have some folks from Miami and from Southwest Florida that come, and Jacksonville.
Do you have a sense of what the attendance will be at the Parade of Homes from prior years?
We don't have a great way of keeping track. We have to get word of mouth from people, but typically we hear, a minimum of 1,000 people into each home, but that's really a rough estimate. Some HBAs around the country do ticketing and things like that, but that seems unnecessary. Especially that charge to go.
It kind of kicks off the selling season.
It does.
This spring. The flowers are starting to bloom now, and we're having a parade of homes.
Yeah, and it warmed up and dried out.
So how is April doing so far, number-wise? I'm not going to spend a lot of time because we're not even at halfway. So the numbers they're only meaningful if they were going sideways. Or way up or way down. 64 homes. This is as we're recording this on the 10th. So as of the morning of the 10th, 64 single-family homes sold. That's pretty much right on schedule. Median price, 383.5. Days on market, 48. That's pretty much on schedule. So we're not seeing any signs of any drastic changes from the last month.
We like it steady.
March was a good month.
It was.
So days on market, 48 is a little on the lower side but I think typically in the spring we do tend to see days on market drop a little bit.
Yeah, it is selling season, as you said.
The selling season is actually it depends on whether you're looking at closings. The selling season, if you look at date the contract closes, March through August, but if you really look at when people are making their buying decision, signing their contract, it's January through June. So far, only one home sold for under $250,000. That's a little on the light side.
That's early still.
Yeah. And 3 homes sold over $1 million. 2 of those were for cash. 1,201 homes are listed with MLS, and that's down from 1,347 a year ago. 385 homes are pending. That's compared to 335 last year. So that's a good sign when you see the available listings go down while you see the number of units that are under contract going up, both going in the right direction. And the median price for the listed homes, the pending homes, is $374,000. That's down a little bit. I noticed also, I didn't put it in the notes, but it looks like the number of pending homes that are new construction is rising again. It's up in the 34% range, and it had gotten down to 31, 32.
That makes sense with the permitting numbers that we've had over the past 8 months or so.
Yeah, I looked at the City Palm Coast permits, which are the only ones we can get to online during the month. But the number of issued permits seem to be off a little bit. But again, it's only 10 days.
Yeah.
But the number of applications was substantially higher than the number of issued.
Well, I guess they're busy working through this.
I saw in my neighborhood now they're starting to build the condos in the center of the project.
Oh, nice.
And the original plan was 4-story condos with elevators, and now they've changed the profile to 2-story. They're all 1 and 2 bedroom units, but the building permits for the first phase were issued just today.
Oh, awesome!
Or yesterday.
You'll have some new construction to watch.
Yeah. So the city picked up over $100,000 in impact fees. We got to take a break, folks. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back. Second half of Real Estate Matters, brought to you by Veranda Bay, a beautiful community that's developing with a Flagler Beach address on the Intercoastal Waterway. We're just going over the numbers so far this month. They're not terribly exciting, nothing to be worried about. The geopolitics, the strait being open or closed doesn't seem to be affecting the local housing market yet, anyway. So, takeaways. Well, check out the March and first quarter report on GoToby.com. That was just published this last week, and it's got a nice interactive map. Usually, my reports do have a Google map that shows where the homes that sold are located, and it gives their selling price and dollars per square foot, things like that. But this month I introduced a new change because we've talked recently more often about the effect of location on pricing and the fact that the geography of Flagler County defines how we develop.
Yeah.
And so what I did was I put in 4 different layers on the map so you can turn layers on and off. And I have one layer for the $1 million plus market, another layer for the 500 to a million, third layer 250 to 500, and the final layer is under 250.
Nice.
The way things are going, it looks like in a couple months that layer will go away.
Yeah.
But anyway, what it does, you can turn layers on and off too. So it's kind of nice. You can actually visualize because each layer of the icons, the little house icons that I use, are different color.
Okay.
So the $1 million plus are green naturally.
For money.
I was actually toying with instead of putting a house icon, putting a
dollar signs.
icon. But you can see that where they are, they're all along the beach side, which is from the beach to the intercoastal waterway, except for 3 or 4 are in what I call Zone 2, which is intercoastal waterway to the interstate. And none are west of the interstate at all. And that's typical. Every once in a while, you'll see one pop up out on the west side of the county, but it usually has 1,500 acres.
Yeah.
It's not just a house on a
and property plus a few buildings.
So I think I've asked you this question before, but I want to just share again with the audience. Flagler County's oriented it's a coastal county, so most of the growth is concentrated closer to the water. But running north to south, can you tell me how many transportation corridors there are, pathways that
transportation
that go all the way
types
through the county?
Okay, all the way through
from the south to the north. Ding, ding, ding.
4.
Okay,
5.
What are they?
A1A, the Intracoastal Waterway, 95, Route 1, and the railroad tracks.
Route 1 and the railroad tracks. You're right.
All of them? I got it?
Yeah, you did. But other than myself, I think you might be the only one in it. Most people just, they get A1A.
Well, I was listening very closely. Transportation.
Yeah, and they'll get the highways, but they miss the intercoastal and they miss the railroad.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will put in Old Kings Road too, but that doesn't go.
It doesn't run all the way.
It doesn't go all the way to the north border.
Then
the other one. This is more of a trick question, from east to west. Which?
Oh. Okay.
How many roads?
To go all the way through the county?
Yep. Come on, you grew up here.
100.
That's a very good guess, however wrong.
No, it doesn't, does it?
It almost does.
Almost,
it stops,
but it
stops.
Yeah.
It stops at A1A, and it doesn't go all the way to the beach. Gotcha.
It goes to the very last road at the water. Okay,
but
then I don't know.
That's you can make money on that bet at a cocktail party.
Are there none?
No, there are none. The answer is none. Because that doesn't quite go all the way through.
Is the answer none because you can't get to the water?
It doesn't go all the way to the county edge. Trick question. It's not a serious
If you're listening
question.
and you didn't see, I just rolled my eyes really hard.
But these corridors define the way our county grows because you have so some of these corridors are barriers to east-west transportation, which is why we don't have more east-west. If you look at going from the barrier island or zone 1 to zone 2, there are only 2 bridges over the intercoastal. Then if you go from zone 2 to zone 3, we're crossing I-95. There's a limited number of bridges there, and I think it's 5. But it depends on where the Old Dixie Highway, I actually called the county to verify. The county line essentially goes right through that intersection. So the east side of the intersection is in Volusia County. The west side is in Flagler County. And then the railroad, there's only one bridge in the entire county over the railroad tracks. So
It's in Benell.
in Benell, and it's State Road 100.
Yeah. Yes,
But
the one that curves over.
Yeah, but what that does is that limits your transportation
It
and
does.
your growth, and people want to be near of course they want to be near the water, so that's why if you look at this layered map, you'll see the colors of the more expensive homes
Yeah.
are closer to the water, or if they're not on the beach side, they're on the intercoastal or around the canals.
Right. Unless you want
somewhere.
lower insurance rates, then maybe you don't.
Or a golf course, maybe.
Yeah. And then, like, for myself as a parent, when I was home shopping, I guess almost 2 years ago now or more, we were looking for geographically around schools. What schools are we going to be zoned for? And then the next thing in importance for us is we want access to 95, and we want our normal grocery stores and things that.
Most of your shopping is in Zone 3. And
For now.
all but two
that'll
of the
stay. That's still going to be Zone 3, isn't it?
where
Seminole Woods area,
Yep,
the State Road 100.
that's-
It will
it's
be, but it'll be on the southern end.
yeah, it'll be south of 100.
The good thing is that they both still have easy access to 95.
And all but two of the schools in the school district are in Zone 3.
Yeah, that's true.
So and that's where most of the traffic jams are.
Yeah,
Of course, in Palm Coast, you define a traffic jam as when you had to wait for 2 cycles of a traffic
Oh my goodness, I know. If you think you're in traffic here, just go somewhere else and come back and let me know if you still think you have traffic.
So 15 years ago, the $1 million homes were pretty much restricted to the Hammock Dunes Community Development District. And for those of you who don't know, that's Hammock Dunes, Hammock Beach, including Island Estates and Yacht Harbor Village. But I mean, there were several months when the only $1 million homes were in that area. And they consequently carry a much higher property tax burden than the rest of the county does as well. But what we found is that the $1 million homes, those prices have risen.
Yes.
It's not all more wealthy people coming. It's just the natural increase in cost of housing. But the $1 million homes spread kind of north and south down the Zone 1 up towards Matanzas, down to Flagler Beach.
Yeah.
And now it's spilling over the Intercoastal Waterway. And you've got areas like, Veranda Bay, for instance, would be one. Palm Coast Plantation, Grand Haven, Sanctuary, Conservatory, Sugar Mill. These are all developments in Zone 2.
Yes.
But you're starting to see $1 million homes.
Yeah.
And the Conservatory is interesting because that's that has a real checkered past. That was a Bobby Ginn development that famously sold out in one weekend, 340 lots. The cheapest lot was $229,900. That's just a vacant lot, sand lot, and I think they're 60-foot lots too. And the most expensive vacant lot, was $529,900. And then the crash hit. Lots of those went through foreclosures and short sales, and some sold actually ended up selling in the teens. And
what a loss!
When the market started to turn, then I was able to say to people they're reselling the Conservatory lots at their original price, but now they're throwing in a free home. But now it's turned around. Famously, ICI Homes.
Yes.
Purchased several lots, I think roughly 50 lots, and they're $1 million homes.
Yeah, and you can go see one of their homes, one of those homes in the parade in the Conservatory this week as well.
Is it an ICI home?
It is.
Yeah, so do that because you can't just normally drive up to some of these gated communities.
No,
and say,
this is your one chance to get in.
Okay,
make sure you have your ID on you and you follow the instructions in the parade magazine.
Okay, let me throw a challenge out. Ask your favorite AI this question. Quote, tell me about Toby Tobin in Flagler County, unquote. And you'll see why you should call me before you buy or sell property in Flagler County. If you do, you'll get a referral to a top-notch agent or builder while keeping me as your consultant throughout the transaction, and that's at no additional cost to you. So take advantage of a good opportunity. You want to wrap it up?
I'd love to. Video podcasts of Real Estate Matters are available on gotoby.com. Click on podcasts on the top navigation bar. Show notes are included so you can see what we didn't get to on the show. Also on gotoby.com, the Flagler County interactive map of residential developments and subdivisions, updated regularly.
With over 170 pins in that map now.
With layers.
With layers,
for your viewing pleasure. And if you have a question or a suggestion for Real Estate Matters or gotoby.com,
give me a call at 386-931-7124, or you can email me at toby@gotoby.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Come back next week. We'll be here. I'm Toby Tobin, and I approve this show.